also have the Tanzanian office here in Dar es Salaam. So if you want to find us, you can. We are at Victoria Place, a building called Townhouse, block number 9, floor number 9. So if you come to floor number 9, Townhouse, you can access us and also visit us to see what we do. And so actually, it's a very good day that to just introduce Zowasel and hear about the Agtech program for Zowasel. For Tanzania, we work with smallholder farmers in Tabora and Singida, but we also provide access to market for smallholder farmers and other merchants. So in our presentation, you will find that commodities which are traded under Zowasel marketplace. You'll also hear about issues to do with access to finance. Almost when we speak about Zowasel, we work on 3 major components. Component number 1 is the access to market. We know the challenges of farmers, particularly smallholder farmers, facing in accessing market, particularly the external market and also internal market. You produce sorghum, but you don't know where to sell. Zowasel is there to find the alternative where you can obtain market both internally and externally. But we also work on a sustainable production. We don't just do business like we trade or we buy commodities. No, we ensure that what we purchase from farmers are sustainably produced, whether we have made an effort ourselves to ensure that we invest in farmers, ensure that they produce based on the standard and the qualities we need, or the customers or buyers need. But also, if we have procured from farmers or we have purchased from farmers, we ensure that also farmers will meet those standards needed by buyers externally. So Zowasel is there to ensure that perhaps those farmers also meet those standards. Number 3 is the access to alternative finance. This is where the very big challenge here farmers are facing. You find access to finance, particularly to smallholder farmers. Most of the time, it's very difficult to access finance. So in our presentation, you will find those questions being answered. How do we access alternative finance to our smallholder farmers we are working with? So we just work to simplify tomorrow through the technology and finance also market. We need to ensure that the future of our smallholder farmers is bright. So we need to simplify that. What do we use? We use technology, we use finance and market to make sure that tomorrow of our farmers is simplified. So Zowasel is an agricultural technological company that helps smallholder farmers to become more productive, sustainable, and profitable. So ensure that farmers are profiting from what they are producing, but also they are producing sustainable. Also, productivity from farmers level also increases. So we work with a large company and also provide them with access to sustainable supply chain. So if we work with, for example, we work with Serengeti Brewery, we ensure that Serengeti Brewery is sustainable supply chain for Serengeti Breweries on sorghum and the barley is also sustained. So we support farmers, cooperative, and agribusiness. Our approach is to work with farmer organization. Normally, if we work with single farmer, it's very difficult to just make follow-ups. So number 1 approach is to work with cooperative, but also we also work with agribusiness by connecting them with buyers and providing them with the technology and finance that they need to grow their business. So what is the problem? Why most smallholder farmers face many challenges, for example, the biggest of which is getting loan. Because this normally when they smallholder farmers do not make what we call proper documentation. So if they go to banks or microfinance, it's very difficult to access credit. So we have solutions to farmer, because we have systems whereby farmers can upload their information is to ensure that in the end, you receive my PowerPoint, where did it go also? Staple crops like production struggles to meet the fast growing population demand, while cash crops also production decline as we continue. So we have made this problem general problem which most farmers are facing, particularly on these crops we are just mentioning down here. We normally face challenges like fragmented farming system. Farmers are not that much organized. You find if you want to work with 50 farmers, each farmers will have maybe 2 acres. So 2 acres, a farmer from village X is 2 kilometers from farmer B. So you have 50 acres, but scattered in various villages. So it's difficult to make just, if you want to finance, for example, banks want to come in and want to finance. So there are fragmented farming system, which also hinders most banks to work with smallholder farmers. So the solution for that, I think, is to using block farming approach is very important. So if we, for Tanzania case, if we reach at that point that we use the block farming model, that will help farmers to ensure that they access either mechanization and other supports from stakeholders. Number two, farmers, most of them lack mechanization services, like tractors, planters, and maybe threshers and other mechanization. This one costs very high, and most smallholder farmers can't afford buying this mechanization. So if we find a mechanism of subsidizing these mechanized machines, then farmers can be able to access this machinery and also either pay on credit or pay in installment. Lack of access to finance, this is also a challenge. And also we have lack of extension and basic knowledge. We have extension officers in Tanzania, but there are not that many. And their target for each extension officer is 300 farmers per year. So how many farmers do we have, and how many extension officers in Tanzania do we have? We may come out with a model of just creating our own advisors and also to work with farmers on the ground, ensure that they provide sustainable extension services on the ground. So we have the program in Tabora and Singida, whereby we just have recruited these advisors whom are working directly with farmers to provide this extension service. Non-inclusive and a transparent market. Normally, there are middlemen, challenges. There are middlemen who are just blackmailing farmers based on the price. Farmers no power to bargain about the price. If they say, I will buy sorghum at 500, they will buy at 500. So farmers will not be able to negotiate their price or to negotiate the income they are getting from farming. So these are the commodities which we are traded in our marketplace. You see, maize are there, soybean, sorghum, wheat, and these are commodities which are exported and other commodities. So what is the solution? Zowasel offers a sustainable marketplace with an extensive network of corporate off-takers.
Sorry, Emmanuel.
Yes.
Have you moved to the other slide?
Yes.
Which number are you? Because we're still seeing the second slide.
I'm on slide number 4.
Oh, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm still seeing slide number 2.
Okay. So how about others? Do they see the same?
Oh yes, it's
The
the
same
same.
slide.
You need to move the slides. Move to the next slide. Just click on number 4, slide number 4.
Okay.
It's the same.
Okay, no problem. Let me just
Do you see number 4?
No, not yet.
No.
maybe should I just present for you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do just that.
I will stop sharing my screen, isn't it? Then you share your screen if you want.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's slide number 3.
So you go to slide number 4. So actually, Zowasel has a solution for the challenges farmers are facing. So we offer a sustainable marketplace. For example, here in Tanzania, we have merchant, we have farmers, we have cooperative. They both produce agricultural commodities. So if we identify and locate those places and those farmers or cooperatives, then they can be registered on our sustainable marketplaces to ensure that they have market for their produce. Actually, Zowasel has a number of registered buyers, verified buyers in our platform, more than 50 verified buyers, and they buy agricultural commodity. So when we list these commodities, it's very easy to access market for the commodities. Sometimes we contact buyers, merchant and farmers directly or cooperative directly, but sometimes we also take data from farmer. For example, if it is Kenya, we take data for maybe it's avocado. Where does this avocado located? How many quantity, and whatever. So we put that information with the owner, perhaps it's a cooperative. Those information are filled in our sustainable marketplaces. So this is just a one-stop platform connecting hundreds of cooperative and agribusiness with verified national, regional, and global market to earn more for their crops. And here, for the case of price, it's negotiable. You negotiate. If you want to put your commodities on a marketplace, then you negotiate prices. How much are you going to sell? With sorghum, then it's how much per. Then the price will be put also on our marketplace. So we train and also guarantee quality standard, providing trade finances and logistics support to drive fulfillment. So most farmers, meeting international standard is very difficult. So at Zowasel, when we buy from you, we ensure that those qualities and standards are met. So we support farmers to ensure that there is standard and qualities to what they are producing. But sometimes even logistics, the transportation and whatever. Sometimes you may produce in Mbeya, but you want to take your commodities in Kenya. You have no information about the logistics. Zowasel is there to ensure that your goods are shifted and they are in Kenya market, services or products. So a one-stop platform to access all national and global buyers. These are, access to all leading purchase orders in on one platform. But also we compare best prices offer and pick up just a purchase order. But also we ship and get paid within 48 hours after delivery confirmation. So this is like 2 days when your shipment is confirmed. We manage your shipment and customer pay later. Also, customer negotiate price to earn more for their crops. Here we talk about farmers. They can negotiate about their price to earn more from their crops. So we offer also online and physical inspection and quality control. Those services are offered by Zowasel. But we also save countless hours, travel, and calls seeking buyers. So we are there to support you. We also reduce operational costs and eliminate multiple middlemen. So there are multiple middlemen. So if Zowasel is in between, we ensure that these multiple middlemen are eliminated. We have also access to real-time price information to make just decision also. Access a large network of vetted buyers and best prices. So there are large network, as I have said, of vetted buyers, and also with the good price which farmers will be offered. So Zowasel agribusiness program. Let me speak about strategic partnership and collaboration. Actually, African agriculture needs more than just a technology. It needs a strong partnership, but also we at Zowasel, we offer a way for business to partner and create sustainable growth. But we also provide access to market and the finance, as I have said from the very beginning. We have also a proven platform to encourage collaboration to build a stronger future for agriculture in Africa. So Zowasel has been there for more than 10 years, and it has been struggling to reach where it is. So we don't need you as Agtech startup to struggle. We use those 10 years struggling, use our appropriate technology to ensure that you meet your demand on either selling or. So join other fast-growing agribusiness. We believe that the future of agriculture has a role. That's a role for everyone, for every farmer, partners, and other companies. So join the fast-growing startup on Zowasel platform to connect and also access. You can also create, you can also grow and scale without hassle. So the platform is already there. Zowasel is already there. So you don't need to hustle now. You don't need to just work on so Zowasel platform is there to ensure that you are assisted. So you can also access to verified off-takers. Also, you can access special discount, also access to market prices and other things which you can also access. So when we see Africa global market, how this marketplace works. Actually, do you see down here, like slide number 10? We normally have to start by purchase order. We need to ensure that we provide a purchase order, then we receive a purchase order package crops for just a delivery. But we go for shipment, we ensure that we manage your delivery, or you can also seek a Zowasel transport. Either you manage your delivery or you can seek for Zowasel transport. We go for delivery, the buyer confirms the quality and also the quantity received. For example, you take barley from Arusha to Kenya, then if the barley has been received to Kenya, then the buyer will confirm the quality and the quantity received. Then after that, the payment follows. Receive payment, deposit in your account. Then you receive payment, deposit in your account. So here you have to provide also bank detail while you work with us. Create listing like list crops types, quantity, quality, and also price offers. You can also accept or negotiate. When you're negotiating about price, you can also accept buyer's offer or negotiate price. So it's all these are allowed. So first you need to sign up and also create a Zowasel account or use an existing merchant. So sign up, put your bank detail, you create a listing, you negotiate, we go for the purchasing order, then we have shipment here, delivery, and also payment comes to an end. So you see this process. It's very simple, and once you go to our system, you'll find it in just a few minutes. You can also finish putting all the detail, then you start working with our marketplace. Offer and negotiation. Those that help small agricultural business, the startup, connect with large buyers around the world. It's very difficult for a farmer, just as small as farmers, to negotiate with large agricultural business outside Tanzania. So Zowasel is creating that platform to ensure that you access external market. So this helps small as farmers to grow their business or or small business to grow their business faster and with more confidence. So what are the steps now? Number one, you can list your commodity. You can also say the quantity, quality, and the price. Once it's maize, then how many tons, metric tons do you have? The quality of maize, and also the price of your maize. Number two, receive buyer's order. Then you can receive buyer's order. And number two, you negotiate price and accept offer, as I have mentioned above. But also, number four, we manage shipments to buyers. But also, number five, you can also receive payment, deposit in your account. And number six, buyer review and rate your company crops quality and the delivery timeline. So those are the process. What crops are traded in our marketplace? Actually, there are a number of crops. Zowasel offers a wide range of categories and subcategories of crops and food, such as grain, for example. We trade grain, fruits, we have vegetable and also spice. But also we are dedicated to supporting and connecting partners to global market and onboard them to new value chain to ensure that their access. At Zowasel, we believe that. So grain catalog includes soybean, maize, rice, wheat, sorghum, and barley. These are the grain catalog. The cash crops catalog, you see cocoa, groundnut here, cashew sesame, avocado, and coffee. Species catalog, you have cocoa, cumin, garlic, ginger. So these commodities are all traded in our Zowasel marketplaces. Unique value proposition. I'll be going very fast because time is fading. Quality control and assurance. We ensure that before we ship your commodity, there are some steps we take. Number one, we ensure that we train you on quality assurance and the grading session. That is step number one. But we also inspect and also do sample collection. You see, so Zowasel offers trade finance to startups through its alternative credit evaluation score system and ESCO credit scoring and loan assessment tool. So this access tool, which I have been saying, we offer also alternative access to finance through this access. So alternative credit evaluation scoring system. So if you are assessed, then you are eligible for credit, then you can also get credit from financial institutions. Access bridge the gap between startups and financial institutions, providing startups with a fair and a transparent credit evaluation process, thereby increasing their chances of securing loan. So whenever you are a startup, for example, it's already difficult to access finances from financial institutions. So Zowasel has a platform, the alternative credit evaluation scoring system. This is known and accepted by financial institutions, whereby banks can use this access to evaluate a customer or a startup company to access loan to the financial institution. So through alternative finance, startups are empowered to unlock access to credit across agricultural value chain, igniting their potential for growth and scale their agribusiness. So with the alternative finance, startup can unlock access to payment in 48 hours after delivery. So once the delivery is made, the payment is also guaranteed within 48 hours, providing startup with the reliable and timely sources of income. And also, you see, so with this information, then a startup can access credit. Then when we say payment after 48 hours, that is what. So market information. Zowasel offers real market time information services in user-friendly platform, providing transparency and enabling startups to check the price they receive vis-a-vis the prevailing market price. So normally we don't set price to merchant or farmers or whoever we are dealing with. Normally the price is decided by the market. It's a market price. What is the market for sorghum today? That is the price Zowasel is going to buy. What the market price for sorghum for today? What the market price for maize for today? That is the price which Zowasel is going to set for or to buy for your commodity. So we understand that the complexity of the commodity market. That's why we are here to support you in your decision-making process, whether you are a seller or you are a buyer. So these are just a benefit. You can access real-time prices anywhere and anytime. You can also access to gloves, dashboard, and whatever. Access to downloadable reports for decision making. You can also say goodbye to endless Excel sheets and speculative email and calls. So our service also save time and money, allowing you to focus on what matters in business. Also compare the best prices offer and select whom and when, where, and how to sell your crops. Regulatory compliance, we normally do due diligence. So the DD will have trade name and types. We need to know the trade name and type, the quantity, the country of origin, where that these commodities come from, geolocation of all plots of land whereby the commodity was grown. Normally we take coordinates in farms. For farmers who are working with us, normally we advise them to take coordinates, and also these coordinates are put in our system, so we know where that these crops are grown. Production and harvest date, when was the crops was harvested, and proof of legal compliance. So we need to provide proofs of legal compliance. Also, proof of deforestation pre-cultivation. So we need to make sure that our farmers are also sustainable producing. So names, address, and the email address of the company from whom and to whom the relevant product have been supplied. So we need all this information to ensure that we comply. This is our DD approach.
Yes, Zahara.
Thank you. I have one question.
Okay,
What do you
sorry.
say about the
Okay, we are going to provide a session for questions and answers after the presentations. If you could just write your question, and then later I will give you a chance to ask it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Dara, in just 2-3 minutes, I'll be finished my presentation. Then you will be able to ask questions. Logistics. So at Zowasel, we take care of every steps of the physical delivery from your warehouse to the buyer destination. So you don't need to worry about logistics or shipment. That's why we said sometimes a farmer wants to sell commodities in Uganda, but normally end up selling it in Mbeya because the issues of logistics, transportation, and whatever, that's the problem. So Zowasel is there to ensure that farmers with such kind of problems also are solved through our logistics approach. Zowasel take care of costs, only paying later after shipment and payment received for crops. So we can take care of this logistic transportation. Then these costs can be paid later after. So we end all the logistics necessary to ensure that our buyers get high quality product without hassle. So for example, we have a maize buyer abroad. Then we ensure that the maize we buy from Tanzania are of quality based on the standard he has provided. So Zowasel is there to ensure that we don't export commodities of raw quality. We ensure that we meet those standards, which normally farmers maybe are not aware of. So Zowasel might be aware of it, then the standard will be met. Regardless of distance, geographic, or value chain, every carrier has been carefully evaluated for compliance, reliability, and also insurance. So we ensure that if we are using Mohammed Enterprises Limited Transportation Company, then we ensure that they comply with everything. Not that they take your commodity, then the commodity doesn't reach where it was supposed to be. So ensure that we are vetting these transporters. Transporters are also vetted to ensure that whenever we transport your commodity, then commodity reaches the place of destination without any troubles. You take care of your shipment from warehouse to buyer destination, but we also take those responsibilities. But you make sure that we are responsible for picking or packing and shipping the product to sell on the Zowasel marketplaces. But we also offer a good option for startups that have established efficient shipping time and streamlined customer fulfillment. So that's what we offer under logistics support. So these are buyers classification. You see there are red hot, brown chip, and blue chip. This is how we classify buyers in our marketplaces. Zowasel screen buyers, verify and onboard them based on their company information, payment terms, sourcing strengths, and payment capability to determine or verify proofs of income and the payment. Sometimes you may work with buyers who are, they take 3 months is paying, so it's a problem. So normally when we vet them, we ensure that their payment system is very shorter than. So after due diligence, customers are classified and required to sign a fulfillment agreement with Zowasel. So this is it. All new customer payment before shipment. This is the payment requirement, upfront payment, banker check, credit guarantee, block funds, and whatever. We also validate customer CAP transaction requirement. We have company profile, audited financial, but we have payment terms, also good credit rating, signed the agreement, and whatever. Payment option, we have upfront payment, trade finance, we have also payment on delivery, but letter of credit, FOB, and other. Blue chip, top validated customer, unlimited transaction. So the requirement to be under blue chip, we need a company profile, audited financial, but payment terms also, good credit rating, and signed agreement. Payment option is also upfront payment. We have trade finances, also payment on delivery, letter of credit, and also FOB. So these are some of the vetted buyers. It's only some. There are more than 50. This is what we managed to have their logo put on this. So you see, we work with Olam, Wilma, Guinness Nigeria, Serengeti Breweries are there, and other JICA are there. So these are vetted buyers who are available on Zowasel marketplaces. So whenever you trade with Zowasel, you make sure that you are trading with buyers who are vetted internationally. Merchant vetting process. How do we vet this merchant? For example, Zowasel established a complex vetting and validation process. So this is how we vet them. Business information. Required document. We need a company profile from a merchant. We also need the business registration, but organization structure whereby we require key contact person, email address, and phone number. We also, under quality specification, we require meet quality specification, quality control, and also grading. We have regular compliance. These are regular compliance, which we know. Startup benefit. What are the benefits now? Reduce risk, maximize profit. So after eliminate the hassle of endless screening and the restriction with the multiple of takers, and also reduce speculative bottleneck of price offers and unfavorable payment terms. So these are the benefit for startup when we engage with. We have access to all leading LPOs on platform, compare best prices and other. I think I will have to end somewhere. We have network effect and opportunity. We will continue learning on that one, but also Zowasel by numbers. How far have we reached? Growing every day at 100 just transaction volume. This is how we grow every day. Flexible fee, you can see our fees, but also fast and flexible payment. As we have said, within 48 hours, then payment can also be made. Our business model is also there. Actually, let me allow some questions based on what we have seen. We can side with if we can also share with you this presentation. Let me hear, because of time, we hear some few questions, or we proceed with another presentation before question comes in. Up to you, Ivy.
All right.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel, for your presentation. I would like to welcome Mr. Rob first. After his presentation, then we can allow the questions and answers session to continue. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Irene. I think if Yoma is still sharing, if I can grab that from you a little bit. Okay. Just bear with me a second. See if this will work. That will not work. Ifeoma?
Mr. Rob, I can hear you.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, what did you select when you, because Google is a bit tricky. Did you select window or entire screen?
Window.
Window, okay. Let's see if I can share that. Let me know if you can see something. Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hope I'll be able to do that in full screen. Okay. Okay. I hope it will allow me to do this. Okay, let me just duplicate it here. Okay, can you see a full screen now?
And
You can.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, thank you for having me. It would have been nice if I knew who was on the other side in terms of names, but I think we can do that via the Q&A. My name is Rob, and I'm the founder and CEO of DMA. We are an emerging partner for Zowasel. We've been talking to Zowasel for quite a while, and I just wanted to talk about the things that I know Zowasel is strong at, and also just give you a brief of what we do. So all those things that you saw there was DMA's ambition to do in terms of technology, because we are a technology company. But what we saw is there are companies like Zowasel who are already producing solutions that we could actually tap into with a single API, right? And also to focus on specifics. DMA's focuses on aggregation and linking farmers to financial services and all the groundwork that needs to be done, right? So making sure the agents are aggregating the produce, inputs are supplied, and all these things before we then get onto the marketplace for Zowasel. We also have a business model, which is a B2B. I believe we call it a B2B to farmers instead of B2B to C, because we believe farmers are businesses, but they are special businesses. So
Oh.
we call it out. You can't hear me?
Yeah, no, I think the slides are not moving on our side.
Ah, okay. And because on my side they are moving. Okay. Let me go out. Okay. Okay. If I do this, are they moving?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just use the small screen there. I don't know if you can see on your devices clearly, but yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. So basically, my presentation is about DMA a little bit. I've done the introduction, and our focus area, which is modern traders, and the Zowasel partnership and climate adaptation. We, like I was saying earlier on, we are a B2B to farmers business model company, and we see that farmers are always needing so many other things, but we focus on ensuring that they have access to capital, they have access to agri inputs, they have the ability to get markets that are transparent and sustainable. To do that, we offer our digital platforms to the businesses, who then work with their agents, their extension officers, to use our applications that then are farmer facing. Okay, so we are not completely farmer facing, but we talk to farmers directly through our digital communication and advisory services. We also have climate programs, which for some of you would know regenerative agriculture or nature-based solutions. We supply anything to farmers, and by anything I mean anything for their livelihoods, anything that helps them to prosper, including clean cooking stoves and things like that. So we are a partner for anyone who's trying to reach farmers at large scale. Okay. We also partner with MasterCard, and this is not the foundation. This is MasterCard, the scheme that manages all your cards. If you see a MasterCard, it means there is a platform behind it. Now, MasterCard has a solution called FarmPass, and we are the country product owner for that product for MasterCard. DMA again is cross-cutting in terms of how it looks at farmers and the suppliers, the buyers, extension officers. We like to sit in the middle where we can make it easier for the last mile activities to happen. Then we pass on, after aggregating things, to Zowasel, to a company like Zowasel, who have bigger markets, who are already have big relationships with international companies and off-takers. So if you have been listening to Emmanuel there, from my side, the biggest output from what he was talking about was the access to markets. And markets are the most crucial thing, because if you're doing a business, an agri business, for example, as a farmer, you want to be able to sell something. And to sell it, you want to get a fair price. You want to be able to make sure that you get something that pays for your costs and everything else, and you remain with a profit. You also want to make sure farmers have advisory, because most farmers are practicing old school solutions, which is using recycled seeds, for example. And I think for this program that Zowasel is doing, it's important to note that it's not only startups that it's referring to. I think the name should have been agripreneurs. In that sense, you have traders, you have youth coming from university that want to get into agriculture, but they don't want to be farmers, but they want to be within the supply chain or the value chain. How do they do that? They don't have to go and start trying to have their own solution, or to talk to banks so that they can fund farmers, or to have their own climate programs, to have their own technology. Everything is available on Zowasel. So if it were me as an agripreneur, I would look at, where do I stand within the supply chain, or what's the best place I can put myself in. So you can put yourself in maybe as a small processor in the village. We deal a lot with sunflower, for example. You can process that sunflower into crude oil, and then you sell it onto the marketplace, right? You can also be just providing services like spraying services, drone services, many technology-led type of services that youth can get into, and be part of the whole agricultural ecosystem, to ensure that we can feed ourselves, and we have food security. I think on that note, I would love to end it there, because I'm cognizant of time. There's only 4 minutes left, but there's a lot to gain with working with Zoa. So if you want to use technology, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Rob, for your presentation. So without further ado, I'm going to invite questions for the 2 presentations that have been done. You're welcome for questions. For the ones asking questions, we would like it if you could introduce yourself and where you're coming from. You're welcome.
My name is Zahara. I am from Singida in Ilamba. My question
Okay,
is,
you're welcome.
Zowasel determining price. What kind of the price is the local price in the market or international? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. So Zowasel determines prices for both local products as well as international products as well. You're
I
welcome.
mean the price of the commodity.
Yes, it determines the price for the commodities available in a particular location. If it's the local areas or it's international, we determine the prices for both locations, in and out the country. Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Okay. You're welcome, Dawson.
Okay. Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Dawson from Singida, Ngim.
You're welcome, Dawson.
Okay. Myself, I don't have a question, but what I can advise, Zowasel is a new program or a new company in agricultural business. I would like to advise that if it is possible, So Zowasel remembers should visit these areas to meet even with these farmers, because we are still talking with Zowasel more than 2 months. But the problem here, what
Nelson, I think
I have seen, we are still lacking commitment. We are still lacking commitment.
Hello, Dawson.
Hello?
Yes, you can continue.
Okay. There are some
Yes, we
issues
can
we
hear.
have already committed with. We have already discussed but no things done. So most of farmers, they are still lamenting about Zowasel, that there is no commitment. For example, in Singida DC, we advised the farmer to
I think there is a network connection
registration
from Dawson, but I
to
understand him.
to ensure that he can get. Hello?
Yes, thank
Hello?
you. Thank you. We have heard.
All right, thank you very much,
We've
Dawson. Please, I see that some other hands are raised. We'll start with Terungwa.
Okay, good afternoon.
Okay.
My name is
Irene.
Yes,
Irene. Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much. So once everybody is done answering their questions, so you just attend to them individually. Also, Dawson's question.
Okay.
So can I go ahead?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
All right, then. I am Tengwa Suma in Benin State, Nigeria. I have seen your offers for LPOs, and I'd like to observe that the prices that you indicate for supply are the market prices. So for a supplier who is not really the farmer, there's really no profit in it, because if you look at the cost, the price you give is the same price in the open market. And if you have to supply, there are cost of freight and other charges. So you realize that you cannot take up the LPO because there's really nothing in it for you. So I would like Zowasel to look at that, because for those who are not farmers, who are aggregators, there has to be a markup on the market prices for them to supply to the end users, for them to do business with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Terungwa. Confidence. Hello, Confidence. You're welcome for the question.
Hello, yeah, good afternoon. I'm Mr. Confidence. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, my question goes like this. I wanted to ask, is Zowasel have access to international markets? Like, for example, like export?
Okay, thank you for the
Hello?
question. We'll answer you after all the questions. Yeah, thank you. Welcome,
Okay.
Olatunde. Sorry? Okay, Olatunde, you're welcome for your question.
Good afternoon, everybody. I remain my humble self, David, from Ilorin, Kwara State of Nigeria. Yeah, my question goes, kudos to you as well. You've been doing a lot of goodies. We want to appreciate you, and the Lord will continue to strengthen you. Yeah, my question is, what type of, I'm sorry I came late, but I want to ask, what type of commodities do you deal with? Are you into cashew business? Because we are into cashew season right now, which I do fully. That's the reason for my question. If there is a way we can do business together, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Olawi. Is there anyone else with a question?
No, you can start answering the question.
Okay. So before we proceed, I'd like to let you all know that you can find the link to join the Agtech in the chat box below. If you check there, Ifeoma has dropped the link. Okay, so for Dawson, thank you. We have gotten your concern, and Emmanuel, please, I think you can attend to this one.
Actually, Dawson, how is Singida? Actually, we will be in Singida on Monday distributing seeds to some places, and I know you are in the list of receiving seeds to your farmers, so don't worry. Actually, you wanted us to come directly as Zowasel, and we work with farmers in Singida and Tabora through NDA. NDA are providing extension services on behalf of Zowasel. So Zowasel is there on the ground through Nguruka Development Agency. And I also personally normally visit you. And even next week, I'll be in Singida. So if you have any more questions and challenges, then you can sit with me and discuss with me. But the seeds are already in Singida, and also seeds are already in Tabora. So the issue of seed we have already cleared. So that is it, Dawson. About Zahara, about the price, does Zowasel have offers international market price or domestic market price? It depends on where we purchase our commodities. If we buy in Singida, then farmers need to be aware of the price of the commodities in Singida. Let's say we buy sorghum in Singida, or we buy maize in Singida. What will be a price per kg in Singida market? You see? Or not even in Singida market, in Tanzania in general, by today, for example. What will be the price of 1 kg of maize in Singida or close regions to Singida? That will be the market price that we are going to offer. So it's up to farmers. Normally, we need to make farmers aware, ensure that they know they have some information about markets. You know, middlemen comes in and provide prices which are very low, and sometimes farmers are left complaining. So it's best that they know the market price of the commodities they are trading. So that is the best offer we can give. What is the market price on that day? So normally we update in our advisor app. We normally update prices. If we want to come to buy commodities in our place, then we make sure that we go back to our advisor app and update the prices on that day. If we come today, then we have the prices for today. Today was 1,000 per kg, and we come tomorrow, which is the price is 1,200. Then we buy at 1,200 because the price has shifted to has increased to 200. You see, so that's how we calculate our pricing. That's how we offer our prices based on confidence. I think if Elma and Irene can also respond to confidence question, and also Olawi, because the types of commodities traded in Nigeria is different from the types of commodities traded in Kenya and Tanzania. So I think Irene and Ifeoma are in the position of responding to the two questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel. So before we go to the Olawi's question and confidence question, we had a question from Mr. Terungwa, and I would like to ask our colleagues from Nigeria if they can respond to that.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Please proceed.
Thank you very much. Irene, can you run that question again?
Okay, I'm not sure if I caught it very well. It was about the LPOs, the market prices that are provided in the LPOs. Yeah.
Okay, the prices, the buyer's prices. Yes, okay, yes. So for right now, prices are crashing, and a lot of buyers are actually, importing these commodities. And that is why some of the merchants, are finding it difficult to make delivery. That is because a lot of commodities, has been flooded into the market. International commodities from Benin, so many countries actually, they are bringing in their commodities, maize, soya. So if you notice, most of the commodities that have really crashed in the market is maize, especially maize. That commodity has really, really gone down, followed by soya bean. But soya bean is still shaky. So some of the merchants, they are waiting for these prices to be stable. But what we can do for you is, if you show interest that you want to make delivery, and you give us a visible price, a fair price, we can actually take it back to the merchant, take it back to the buyer. As long as you have volume, then we can take it back to the buyer to bargain an offer, and then lock the LPO for you for that price. But I will need you from your end to be sure that if you're locking it up for 1 week, you make that delivery, the volume as stated. If it's 2 weeks, you make that delivery. But whatever it is, in as much as the buyer shares their offer, please revert back. Let us know what you can do, of what's better for you, what offer, and then we can take it back to the buyer to negotiate, a higher price for you. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Choma. So I'll respond to Mr. Olawuyi's question, which is also, I think it's the same with Edwin's question that he has dropped in the chat box. The commodities traded in the Zowasel marketplace, they differ according to the country, but we are not limited to any to any crops or to any commodities. We trade all kinds of commodities, from grains to cash crops to spices. I'm not sure if that answers your question.
Okay, Choma is also going to add to your response, because Olaimi wanted to be sure we trade cashew, since this is cashew season and he has a lot of it.
Okay.
Okay, yes, we trade cashew. Thank you so much, Mr. Adetunde. Yes. So by next week, we would share with you the buyer's offer for cashew. Reach out to the buyer to know which location and their offer price. So you will get that offer. I don't know, please could you share your number so that we can take your number down and then add it to your number, your phone number and your email address. That will be important. You can share that so that we can share you the buyer's offer. That is, if you don't get it. Do you usually get the Zowasel's buyer's offer? I just want to know if you're in the system.
All right. I'm trying to share my number right now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Choma. Confidence, would you please repeat your question?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
My question is this. I'm asking that does buyers have access to the international market? That's for export, apart from the local market. Or why this question is this? Over 5,000 metric tons of my Pankane shares already been backed. And I expected that buyers Zowasel will take off. They talk about logistics, which I was interested in. And the thing was there and there and there. They said, we send the agent to me. Later on, in one question or the other. So this become another different issue. But when they talk about logistics, that was so much my interest that with their logistics, it would be somehow better and fine. But I was disappointed from their own end. So that's why I'm requesting that I can Zowasel offer export as international market access. That's my question.
Thank you for your question. Ifeoma or Choma, could you please respond to that?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Confidence. So you wanted to know if we have buyers to export palm kernel to. Is that the question? Please, you may need to unmute. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yes, we have buyers for different commodities, not necessarily palm kernel, but if it's palm kernel you're looking at, we can begin to source for that, source for the buyers for that, and then we'll reach out to you.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll reach out to you also with the international buyers quality specification. If you're able to meet that, then the rest will be taken care of. We'll communicate more information with you.
I do have my specification, both pan kernel shell and pan kernel case. I do.
Okay,
I do.
thank you very
All the
much.
test analysis. All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Edwin, you can drop your information, your contact information, and we can reach out to you on the purchase order for maize in Tanzania. Okay, Delson, you're raising your hand.